Sister Ankhobia, please provide us, and let me know if you want me to go first, yeah. But give us your just generic overall, review of the film before we get into the specifics of the tape.
My overall review of the film as a film, and I'm trying here to avoid the numerics, um,
Indeed.
numeric rating. Okay, overall, as films go, it was okay. As
Mm-hmm.
films go, I felt as a film trying to tell such a vast story, it moved far too quickly for
Yes,
me.
yes.
Within the first 30 minutes of the film, you ended up in London.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
you go through meeting Bob Marley's grandfather, the civil rights fight in Jamaica, Bob
Mm-hmm.
Marley at Hope Road, Bob Marley being shot, Bob Marley in Jamaica. That's in 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So the pace at which the film moved for me was far too quick to do
Mm-hmm.
the overall story any real justice. Um, it moved too quick, far too quick. Um, and maybe I'm not sure if certain elements should have been left out to
Mm-hmm.
enable, or they should have lengthened the time of the film perhaps to
Mm-hmm.
cover. But the film for me lacked glue. If I'm going to be honest, it lacked glue. There was no
Mm-hmm.
glue,
Yeah,
context behind it, you
yeah.
know. And I heard that from quite a few people at the end of the film because me, I can't help but asking people questions. So a lot of
Mm.
people they loved it, but some people were like they didn't get it. They absolutely didn't get. They
Right,
didn't get the context. It's like what was
right.
going on. And at some points of the film, I remember just sitting there and just feeling a bit bored. Like
Mm-hmm.
the film just okay, let's just get on with it. Let's just move it on. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's because I know the story. I think it's because of the it was so choppy. It was
Mm-hmm.
choppy.
Mm-hmm.
It was so choppy. Um, and then there were things they did that absolutely drove me crazy. So I don't know if you want me to go into them yet, or if you want to sort of.
Not yet, not yet, not yet. Let's get into a generic thing, and then we'll get into the specifics
The
shortly.
aesthetics were fine. The aesthetics were fine. The aesthetics, very appealing
Yeah.
aesthetics. But overall, as a film, as far as storytelling goes, for me, it moved covered too broad an area far too quickly, far too
Mm-hmm.
quickly. But the aesthetics, that good feel, that feeling good, that was there. That was
That was
definitely there. Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. All right, family. Let me just say this. I forgot to say this before, yeah. But let me say from now. Spoiler alert. Yeah. If you haven't seen the film and you don't want to spoil it for you, lock off right here now. Yeah, this is a spoiler review. Want to just know that, yeah, from early out. All right, spoiler alert. Oh, okay. Now let me give my generic, yeah, perspective. Now, me personally, Sister Ankhobia, I'm
Mhm.
very used, yeah, to when these films come out, you know, like Black Panther, Judas and the Black Messiah, you know, them kind of films there, yeah,
Yeah.
where they depict some kind of element of our history. I'm used to saying, you know what, this film was very well made, yeah. The
Mhm.
storytelling was excellent. It was well acted, but it's politically just all over the place. We have to just attack the politics of this film, yeah. I'm very used to doing that, yeah. And I expected to be doing that with this film. I expected to go and see a film that was excellently well acted, excellently well produced, excellently well directed, excellently well written. But we know how them deal with Baba already. You know, we
Mhm.
know how them commercialize the Rastafari movement. I'm expecting to just have to critique that element whilst accepting that it was a very good film. Yeah. The one thing that I expected that I got from this was good acting. I felt the film was acted very well. I felt that Kingsley Ben Adair did a very good job. I felt that Lashana Lynch did a very good job. I felt that the brethren Sheldon, who played uh Neville Garrick, yeah, Bob Marley's
Artistic
inside,
director,
yeah,
yeah.
the band, and knowing that family man who recently passed away, Neville Garrick actually recently passed away as well in a couple months ago. Family man was and Junior Mervyn were played by their actual children. Yeah, I thought that was nice. I thought that, you know, the dynamics, generally speaking, around the band and the acting was very, very good. Yeah. But I don't think the film did justice to the quality of the acting. I don't think the narrative, yes, within the film was substantive enough to do justice to the amount of depth that the lead actors and the supporting actors put into their roles. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure what the story was, what the narrative, yeah, throughout the film was. And so from that perspective, it didn't meet the what I expected in terms of just having a quality film, right? You know, normally this thing, that's the position that I'm in, critiquing from a Pan-African perspective, yeah. And one of the things that kind of alerted me to the fact that that might be the case from early, before I even watched the film, was learning the runtime of the actual film itself. Yeah, I heard that the film was 1 hour and 47 minutes. I mean, I wonder, oh, you're gonna tell the story about Marley in 1 hour and 47 minutes. Yeah. And you realize that, okay, they're focusing on a couple years in time, but the years that they're focusing, there's a lot of story that could be told in those couple years. And so, I wonder if I just me, one, you know, upon my miserable Pan-African energy, I complain about things before me even see the film. So I thought, let me actually check, yeah, if I'm just being skeptical for no reason. You know, there's a justifiable, you know, like suspicion when it comes to the length of this film. So what I did was I went to go check, yeah, the length of other recent biopics, yeah, because biopics tend to be long. For obvious reason, you're telling somebody's life story, right? So I thought, let me check recent biopics that have been released. And I thought, whilst I'm doing that, and then length, and then whilst I'm doing that, let me check the budget associated with the biopic as well. Yeah. So I'm gonna do that now, and this is what I come up with. So I thought, all right, let me start with Get Ups. Yeah, Get On Up. Yeah, the James Brown biopic. Yeah, another film which I thought was excellently well acted. I think that that Chadwick Boseman did an excellent job acting as James Brown, but the film didn't match the quality of his acting. Yeah, I don't know if you like that. But that film is 2 hours and 19 minutes and cost $30 million US for me. Respect, yeah. The Aretha Franklin biopic is 2 hours and 25 minutes and cost $55 million US to make. I have not seen that film. Elvis, yeah, the biopic on Elvis Presley is 2 hours and 39 minutes and cost $85 million for make. Bohemian Rhapsody, which is about the rock band Queen, I believe it is. I haven't seen that one either. Is 2 hours and 14 minutes and cost $55 million for make. Bob Marley, One Love, 1 hour 47 minutes. So I was wondering, did they have a lesser budget? Yeah, you know, because certain scenes require a bigger budget, right? You know what I'm saying? And maybe we'll get into that in a second, yeah. But in actual fact, it cost 70 million to make. So that's more than Get On Up. It's more than Respect. It's more than Bohemian Rhapsody. The only film that surpasses Get Bob Marley, One Love in terms of budget, from what I researched, is Elvis. Yeah. So I just didn't think that the runtime, from the time I heard the runtime, I didn't think that there was going to be enough time to delve into anything in any depth. Yeah. And I found that out when the news of the axing of scenes featuring adult Peter Tosh was announced. So that was very interesting to me. So my overall review of it is that excellently well acted. I agree with you. The aesthetics were beautiful, particularly particularly in relation to ratings to whoever did Lashana Lynch's wardrobe. My lord. And as a brother, shout out to the brethren there. We have to do this for the man them here, because a lot of us were fully in appreciation of the magnificence of Lashana Lynch throughout that film. Yeah, for all kind of different reasons. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the man them. That's why I put that out there for the man them. But yeah, the aesthetics of it was very, very beautiful. I said the acting was very, very beautiful. I know people are querying some of the accents. To me, generally speaking, the accents weren't terrible, and for the most part they were satisfactory. I don't think none of them took away from the film in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, that's my generic review with a little piece of information based upon how I was coming to that reasoning there. So anything you want to add before we get into some specific?